Council meeting order. Invocation will be followed by the pledge of allegiance. Father in heaven, we commit this meeting to you. Come and reveal your will in every aspect of our life and ministry. As we discuss the affairs of this city's business, we ask for your will to be done. Show us your purposes. Enlighten us that we may know how you want us to accomplish our task. We desire your glory and blessing in all that we do. Direct our thoughts, words, decisions, and actions toward the right path and help us stay on track. Let your will be done as we plan and make decisions. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Doug Brown. Megan Bryant.
Here.
Steve Dorchinez.
Present.
Kathy Driscoll.
Here.
Randy Mitchelson. Jim Olive.
Present.
Chris Volpetti.
Present.
Jeremy Wilson.
Present.
All aldermen are present except for Alderman Nicholson. Tonight's first, we'd like to honor Holly Krepel. I'd like to congratulate Holly Krepel for organizing the citywide rummage sale. The first one was in the spring of 2024, and 120 homes participated. This fall, 2024, the second one was organized, and 32 homes participated in the sale. It's hard to determine how many attended, but the fall Facebook flyer post did reach 18,000 people. These sales were very successful in the spring and the fall, and next spring's rummage sale is scheduled for May 8th, 9th, and 10th. So Holly would step forward. I got a little certificate of appreciation. This certificate of appreciation is hereby awarded to Holly Krepel for her outstanding volunteerism in organizing the citywide rummage sales. I, Bruce Berry, Mayor of the City of Taylorville, hereby proclaim October 7th, 2024 as Holly Krepel Day. Congratulations.
We don't like generally. Thank you, like you.
Thank you, and I have a cake for you, Miles. Clear to leave whenever you like.
Okay, thank you.
Take it from the meeting if you like.
Guys want to hear
You want to leave? Go ahead.
Next on the agenda, we're going to oath of office for Alexander Cater of the Police Department. Jolene, Alex, please.
Do you have someone hold the Bible for you?
Yeah.
That's fine. Come on up. Stand right here, hon. And just hold that, okay? Put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of police officer according to the best of your ability? Congratulations. Remember that face.
And I'm sure Holly will share her cake. Omnibus vote designation, motion to approve. Alderman Brown, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorchinez, questions or comments? Roll call.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Steve Dorchinez?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Chris Volpetti?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Minutes of the regular meeting held September 16th, 2024. Minutes of the Ordinance Committee meeting held September 19th, 2024. Minutes of the Finance Committee meeting held September 19th, 2024. And minutes of the Street and Sewer Committee meeting held September 26th, 2024. Motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Alderman Driscoll, second. Alderman Brown, questions or comments? Roll call.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltedi.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. An ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of the First Amendment to the Business District Agreement by and between the City of Taylorville and Dennis Atteberry, 218 West Main Cross. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Scoltedi, questions or comments? Roll call.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltedi.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Mayor Barry.
Yes. Motion carries 8-0. Ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of the First Amendment to the Business District Agreement by and between the City of Taylorville and Richmar LLC, 923 West Spresser. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Alderman Driscoll, second.
Second.
Alderman Wilson, questions or comments? Roll call.
Chris Scoltedi.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Mayor Barry.
Yes, motion carries 8-0. Ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of the First Amendment to the Business Development District Agreement by and between the City of Taylorville and the Christian County YMCA, 900 McAdam Drive. Motion by Alderman Brown, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorchenez, questions or comments? Roll call.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltedi.
Yes.
Mayor Barry.
Yes, motion carries 8-0. Ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of the First Amendment to the Business District Agreement by and between the City of Taylorville and LOV Properties, 107 and 109 West Main Cross. Motion by Alderman Dorchenez, second.
Second.
Alderman Scoltedi, questions or comments? Roll call.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltedi.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Mayor Barry.
Yes, motion carries 8-0. Motion approving and authorizing execution of the First Amendment to the BD Business Development District Agreement by and between the City of Taylorville and Beavers, 217-219 West Main Cross. Motion by Alderman Brown, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorchenez, questions or comments? Roll call.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltedi.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Mayor Barry.
Yes, motion carries 8-0. Motion approving and authorizing the execution of the First Amendment to the Business District Agreement by and between the City of Taylorville and Taylorville Music Lessons, 311 South Main Street. Motion by
So moved.
Alderman Driscoll, second.
Second.
Alderman Olive, questions or comments? Roll call.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll. Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltedi.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Mayor Barry.
Yes, motion carries 8-0. Motion to approve the purchase of a street sweeper in the amount not to exceed $276,130. Motion by
So moved.
Alderman Wilson, second.
Second.
Alderman Olive, questions or comments?
Comment.
Comment? Alderman Scoltedi.
What's the primary function of this, and don't tell me to sweep the street? Is it to get leaves in the fall, because that's what's in your email? I mean, is that,
For the most product, this is a piece of machine that does keep all the gutters clean, the catch basins. We do have problems with residents blowing their grass clippings and everything out and leaves into the street. The city has numerous trees that fall into the street. When the leaves and the gumballs, which is a big problem in the city, go into the sewer system, it plugs all the pipes up. That's a lot of the reasons we have situations with flooding. It's a lot to do with the gumballs. That's the main priority of the product, the machine, is to keep the gutterings clean and water from flooding everything.
What, how many days a week, hours per day does it run?
Usually 5, 7, or 5, 7 hours a day.
Have we investigated, because if you're saying it's $276,000 recommended as replacement between 3 and 5 years, you know, $300,000 after 5 years is a ton of money, and this one's rusted out, 12 years old. Have we investigated something that may be like a industrial vacuum truck that can be operated from a boom that can?
This product here uses 1 employee. When you go with the vacuum, it usually 2 to 3 employees. So it does, it's about 150 for the vacuum. Can only be ran for, you know, warm or days that could be worked outside. You know, it's not a winter product. But we've looked into it. We didn't get numbers due to the reason that it quit at the time of the year, the leaves.
You're just saying that it can't be done in the wintertime because it's cold.
That's correct. We do run the street sweeper in the winter as long as there's no ice on the ground.
Any other questions or comments?
Yeah, one other question. It doesn't state on here, but just refresh my memory in your email. You have this budget in your budget?
I will split it between the street and the sewer. 200 out of the street and 100 out of the sewer. That's 300,000.
Okay, it's only 276.
Correct.
Be 180 and 96, or do you know exactly how you're going to split it?
Not at a particular time, and it's something I'd work with the treasurer with.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Roll call.
Chris Botetti?
No.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryant?
No.
Steve Dorchenez?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
No.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Motion carries 4-3.
Very, you need to vote on that too.
Yes.
By statute, you need to vote on that motion.
I'll vote yes. Motion carries 5-3. Motion to approve the Halloween parade that we held on October 26, 2024 at 5:30, and also trick or treating will be October 30th and 31st, 2024, from 5 to 8 p.m.
Interrupt for a moment.
Yep.
That particular motion had to pass by a 2/3 vote, 6-9,
Okay.
and you only had 5-3. And that's the statute, 11-76-6.
Okay.
Give you
Motion
the right to
fails
place.
5-3. Has to be a 2/3 motion. And can I ask why it's a 2/3 motion?
By 65 ILCS 5-11-76-6 statute.
What does that mean?
It means that if you want to lease this type of machinery, it takes a 2/3 vote to the corporate authorities, which includes the,
I don't think it does make a difference between lease and purchase, because
They're
he's
buying.
not purchasing it. Not
this is a lease that you're signing. The agreement that I read said lease.
There was some talk about that, they didn't want to purchase straight outright.
I gave the alderman 2 pieces of paper. One was a purchase of a piece of machinery. The second was a lease option, where there's no lease option that we're accepting. We're accepting the purchase.
So if it's a purchase, you're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the motion was a purchase.
The motion was that if you purchase the street.
The documents in the back, it was a lease proposal.
Okay. So, again, the motion carries 5-3.
If it's a
All
purchase.
right, thank you. Thank you for taking care of that, Ryan. City attorney update.
The only thing I want to ask.
We didn't vote on the Halloween.
Halloween
Oh,
parade.
Halloween.
I interrupted.
Motion to approve the Halloween parade that we held on October 26, 2024 at 5:30, and trick or treating to be allowed October 30th and 31st, 2024, from 5 to 8 p.m. Is there a motion? Motion by Alderman Skoltedi, second by Alderman Dorchenez. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. City attorney update.
The only thing I have this evening is to remind Chris that on the email I sent you, it's time sensitive. When I came back from the IML conference, when I did looking at your city code, and I got online and was researching what editions are available, and I did find that the IEBC and RC do have the 2024 editions, and that's what you really should change your building code to comply with that. You have to do the
congratulations to the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce for a great 39th annual Chili Fest. The crowds were huge, the vendors were great, the food was excellent. Thank you to Ward 4 and the city for the Veterans Memorial parking lot improvement. It looks great. Work continues on the water main on Springfield Road, and also the work on Poplar Street at the firehouse continues. This weekend, my daughter got married. That's why I was out of town. There's no better feeling in life than to walk your daughter down the aisle. I think the guys here that have walked their daughters down the aisle would agree with that. So, thank you very much. Committee reports. Discussion and a motion to approve, adopt, deny, and/or amend, and/or refer to an appropriate committee in whole or in part the matters regarding the following subject matters discussed at the committee level. Ordinance. Chris?
First, we have a motion to recommend to the city council to direct Beavers, Calvert, and Brotherton to revise the ordinance violation form to include the business, not just the individual who commits the violation. Make that form of motion.
Motion by Alderman Skoltedi, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments? Roll call.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Chris Skoltedi?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Next, we have a motion to recommend the city council to direct the city clerk to amend the city code, section 3-3-19, the penalty for serving alcohol to underage, and the ordinance pertaining to this code to mirror that of the tobacco and vape, city code 3-6-6, and the ordinance. Make that form the motion.
Motion by Alderman Skoltedi, second.
Second.
Alderman Wilson, questions or comments? Roll call.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Chris Skoltedi?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Finally, we have a motion to recommend the city council to direct the city clerk to amend section 9-1-1 of the city code and ordinance pertaining to this code to increase the sidewall height from 8 feet to 11 feet and the square footage from 400 square feet to 720 square feet for storage buildings or carports with permanent foundation. Make that form of the motion.
Motion by Alderman Skoltedi, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments? Comment, Andy?
Yeah, I believe it was it also supposed to state that the maximum height was 18 feet also? Wasn't that discussed?
I believe it was.
For the motion, you want to motion to include 18-foot height?
Yeah, so it would be wall height from 8 feet to 11, square footage from 400 square feet to 720 square feet, and a height,
Maximum height of the building is 18 feet.
with the maximum height of the building at 18 feet for storage buildings or carports with permanent
I
foundation.
need a motion by Alderman Skoltedi for a second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments now? Roll call.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Chris Skoltedi?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Finance, Alderman Mitchell is not here. Would you like to take it, Alderman George Smith?
Yes. Motion to recommend to the city council to approve the purchase of Tyler University training mode from Tyler Technologies at a cost not to exceed $3,082 annually to be paid from the administration training budget. Make that in the form of a motion.
Motion by Alderman George Smith, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments? Roll call.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Chris Skoltedi?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Motion to recommend to the city council to approve the purchase of the Tyler Technologies Community Development Module from Tyler Technologies at a cost not to exceed $25,920 to be paid from the administration training budget. I'll make that in the form of a motion.
Motion by Alderman George Smith, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments? Roll call.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Chris Skoltedi?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Street and sewer, Alderman Wilson.
Thank you, Mayor. First one is a motion to recommend the city council to direct the mayor to sign Phil Tullis Excavating change order number 1 to revise the completion date for the East Poplar Street improvements to to October 31st, 2024. Make that form motion.
Motion by Alderman Wilson, second.
Second.
Alderman Driscoll, questions or comments? Roll call.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Schultz.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Next one's a motion to recommend the city council, council to authorize the director mayor to sign pay request number 1, Phil Tullis Excavating Company Incorporated, in the amount of $147,942 for the work on East Poplar Street improvements. This condition upon receipt of signed mechanic lien waivers in this amount, certified payroll records, and recommendation by the project engineer that this work has been satisfactorily performed. Make that form motion.
Motion by Alderman Wilson, second.
Second.
Alderman Driscoll, questions or comments? Roll call.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Schultz.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Motion to recommend the city council direct the mayor to sign the CCWRD intergovernmental agreement, and jurisdictional transfer on Madison Street to the city of Taylorville. Make that form motion.
Motion by Alderman Wilson, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments? Roll call.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Schultz.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Next one's a motion to recommend the city council to approve the purchase of a pump for the prison lift station from Vanderbilt Engineering Company at a cost not to exceed $20,000.
Motion by Alderman Wilson, second.
Second.
Alderman Driscoll, questions or comments? Roll call.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Schultz.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Next one's a motion to recommend the city council to approve city cleanup day on October 19th from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. or until the dumpsters are full. Make that form motion.
Motion by Alderman Wilson, second.
Second.
Alderman Brown, questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Last one's a motion to recommend the city council to accept a quote from E.L. Pruitt Company in the amount of $30,000 to repair the sewer tap on South Walnut Street. The payment to be issued when the project is complete and subject to the execution of the city's form contract includes the Illinois prevailing wage requirements, certificate of insurance requirements. Make that form motion.
Motion by Alderman Wilson, second.
Second.
Alderman Driscoll, questions or comments?
Comment, Mr. Mayor.
Comment.
If this was in the nature of a quote as opposed to solicitation of bids, I would suggest that you add to waive any statutory bidding requirements to your motion
I'll add
with a
that.
6 to 8 vote.
We'll add that to your motion.
Yeah, I thought I heard it.
So we add that to your second, Kathy?
Yes, I absolutely.
Okay.
He said that.
Roll call.
Chris Schultz.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Motion carried 7-0. Motion to approve or ratify payment of bills $568,501.29. I have a motion. Motion by Alderman Sculpelli, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorchenez, questions or comments?
Comment.
Comment, Alderman Bryant?
A few, last finance meeting, we had some questions regarding legal services and bills, and this bill, I did pull because I had two questions on this. The first one was on 9/16, review Tyler Technologies online service quote and related documents. I saw the email from Crystal, and I did see you were CC'd on it, but I'm confused. I thought that the council directed you to review stuff, so did somebody ask you to review that document and I missed it?
I look back, I think this was the alternative to the invoice cloud.
Correct.
Order agreement
Correct,
that Chris came back and found something else.
correct. And she sent it out to all of us, and she did CC you on it.
She did, so I
She did.
assume I was to look at the contract, and I did review it and responded. I talked to the mayor, asked him to be sure and contact our insurance carrier that it would provide coverage for any potential third-party action.
Right, I read, yeah.
So,
I guess I feel, cause I was kind of reading the code and stuff, and it says that, you know, like a city official, an official will direct the city attorney.
actually the code says the city attorney reviews all contracts, but listen, I'm not trying to create work for myself. I felt in good faith that the mayor wanted me to take a look at it. I spoke with him and also asked him to check with the insurance company
Right.
so that we could get that well-deserved program in place and avoid all the problems that was entailed with the invoice cloud filler agreement. That's why I reviewed it.
The next one was the 923 email with Alderman Skoltedi, and I'm not, that was $115 email.
It probably took me about an hour and a half when I did it. I only charged for a half hour. When I came back, I also researched where we can find these codes that he needs to have, the 2024 for each of the IBC, IEC, whatever it was. And I put that memo together for Chris to remind him or suggesting him to get this done in this timely fashion. I didn't charge for the whole time that I put on it because I learned about this at the IML conference, and I, was there.
Which we paid for.
Well, you
Pay it half
haven't paid
for
for
it.
it yet.
600, yeah, well, we
You
have
haven't
to
paid
get
yet for it, but yes, and I understand that, so that's why I didn't feel like I need to charge my entire time. If you don't wanna pay that half hour,
No,
so be it.
that's-
I mean, that's okay, but I can tell you that I spent more time than that. But I recognize the fact that I was alert to that issue, came back and researched the issue, looked at the code, looked at the three codes, and created the email to Chris to kind of guide him a little bit, what needs to be done, and what the time frame was.
Okay.
So, either that he could read it himself, I guess, but.
Do you want me
That's
to
a
ask the
problem.
rest of my
That's a
questions now, or
problem.
any
Pardon?
other matters?
Pardon?
Do you want me to ask the rest of my questions now, or in any other matters?
Well, if we're gonna talk about the city attorney's compensation, we would probably do that in closed session, that closed session.
Now, Mayor, I asked you that exact question, and you told me, no, it should be open to the public.
I was told later on that it was closed session. Well, I didn't think at the time that we talked it was, so. If there's a motion to go into closed session to discuss the city attorney's compensation, I'll take it now.
I'd like to go into closed session to discuss why I asked you something and then you change your mind.
Well, if I find out different, Megan, I talked about last Friday, but I thought we should have went into closed session, but I didn't think it was closed session. I'm no expert on this. I don't know what's allowed to go
Well,
into
it's
closed
public
session.
knowledge what we pay our attorney.
Right.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session.
Motion by Alderman Dorsones.
Second.
Can we even do that with it not being on the agenda?
Yep.
You can.
Okay,
I
got a
believe we
first.
can, according to the statute, there's a motion to go into closed session. Is there a
Go pay the
second?
bills.
The closed session needs to be addressed by the particular statute. And to answer your session, Chris, there is, the statute I can cite to you is 5 ILC 120, and the Open Meetings Act allows that in any open meeting of a public body for which you have proper notice of the meeting has been given, the body may, without any additional notice, under section 2.02, hold a closed meeting in accordance with the act. And under the Open Meetings Act, under 120, I think it's C2, you can go into closed session to discuss compensation of your legal advisor to the city.
So there's a motion on the floor to pay the bills, but what happened, Megan pulled the bill on Rocky's compensation, so that's why I want to go to closed session and discuss compensation, if that's what the council would like to do. Now, there's a motion to go into closed session. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Bryant. Roll call.
Do we not approve the bills first?
Not yet.
Okay. Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
No.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Chris Skoltedi?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Motion carries 6-1 to go into closed session, so I would ask everyone to leave, except for the clerk, treasurer, police chief,